Welcome back to the channel, everyone, yet again. First and foremost, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers who have joined lately. I do want to do a quick update that I am doing a massive juice giveaway. I have like, I don't know, 10, 15 different juices that I've tried and haven't really cared for. That I do plan on doing a massive giveaway by next Friday. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment that you have subscribed. As I'm slowly trying to get this channel up and going, it would help me out. Not gonna lie, it would also feed my ego. But just a fair warning that all these juices have been opened, if at least opened at least once. They've been tried once. I didn't care for them, but they haven't been altered or anything. There's been any added nicotine or anything. Everything's in a 3 milligram, 60 milligram, or 60 milliliter bottles. I do have a couple 100 milliliter bottles that have been used maybe once or twice. Didn't care for them. And I'm looking to hand them out to a new subscriber. Just hoping to get some growth for the channel. Now, today's review is going to be the RULEBREAKER by vaperz Cloud. And I'm also going to be doing a quick review on this little bad boy, the Strife 28 millimeter. Believe it is, I don't remember what the metal's called, but it's a special metal. It's one solid top cap piece. Fairly interesting RDA that goes along with it. So let's have a look at it, shall we? Now, the RULEBREAKER is a triple 21700 series mechanical box mod. Now, by series, instead of with the Stormbreaker, instead of it being 4.2 volts, this is 12.6. A hell of a lot harder hitting and much more powerful box mod. Now, if you don't understand Ohm's law, if you don't understand appropriate and proper builds, do not buy this and do not use it until you are very, very knowledgeable of Ohm's law and battery safety, the importance of making sure that your batteries are in perfect condition, that you use a high enough ohm build for what is required to run a device like this. Now, this is the build that I have in there. See how well that'll pick that up. I don't know if you can tell. Okay. It's just simple round wire. There's nothing special about it. It's just a simple round wire build. 22 gauge Canthal. 18 wraps on a 4 millimeter diameter. Just watch it pop for a minute. Now this will pump out the power. This is designed and meant for heavy builds. I'm talking 0.55 and above. I was hoping for 0.46, but you know, another day I'll be able to throw in another build. Wire's really cheap, and you can, build simple round wire builds fairly simple. Especially for a device like this, you do not want to go below 0.45. This is coming out at a 0.47, which is a fairly cool vape. I mean, those are big fucking coils. I don't know if you saw that. A 0.45 to about a 0.8 is where it is. No, a 0.55 to a 0.8 is probably where it is you're going to get your best vape off of a device like this. And it chugs clouds like a porn star does dicks. And it hits really nice. It's a lot of vapor. So I'll go over a little bit of the ins and outs of the mod, kind of give you some final thoughts, what I feel about it, what I like about it. Now, this mod runs triple 21700 batteries in series. So whereas if you have like a stacked mod where it's only 2 batteries, that's 8.4 volts. This is 12.6. You can see the contacts on there, a lot like the contacts of the Stormbreaker. Now these, there's a certain reason why these ones are, you think, oh well, they should have the same beefy, well they should be beefy and able to withstand basically a voltage of that. But these are actually designed where if there's like a hard short in your battery, or if there's if something isn't right, that's actually designed to fail to prevent your batteries from blowing up inside your mod, which would be pretty devastating on a 3 battery mod. Now, when you get this mod, and I'm not going to take it apart because it's a huge pain in the ass, I'm not going to lie, but I think vaperz Cloud did the right thing. When you get it, you have to disassemble your mod. You have to be able to take off the top cap. And I don't know if you can see down there, but there's 6 black screws. They're actually silver, but they look black from down here. You can see 2 positive posts and a negative post that helps it run in series. And you have to be able to take off this top part, because inside where your button is, there's a little piece of cardboard that you have to be able to take out before you can fire it. It helps you understand your mod a little better. Excuse me. So when it comes time for like cleaning and regular mechanical maintenance, it helps you really understand what it is you're going to be doing when it comes to kind of the whole shebang for some of these mods, because mechanical mods need maintenance. That's all there is to it. Now, I think the only atomizer that should ever really go on here is the Valhalla, but I didn't pick up the Valhalla for, I don't know, some unknown odd reason, I guess. I should have, but I didn't. But instead, I picked up the 28 millimeter Strife from vaperz Cloud, or from Cloud Chasers Incorporated. Now this is, it's an interesting RDA because, you can handle huge builds. You see it up on top. Those are 2 clamps, right? But if you want, you can take out those top 2 screws, and it comes with 2 extra screws so you can turn it. I don't know how well you can see in there, but there's 4 little post holes inside that you can use instead if you don't want to use the clamp. But I used the clamp system because that was just easier. The screws didn't exactly want to go in there super pretty, or it wasn't the easiest thing to put in there. But nonetheless, you have either option, and it's one solid top piece. This is all one. There's no extra drip tip or anything. It's just one solid piece of really nice metal. And a lot like the Stormbreaker, this is not a pocket-friendly mod. This is not a mod that you pop in your pocket and go about on your day. This is for at home, sit on your desk, watching TV, whatever it might be, gaming. You take a couple hits and you're good to go for a while. It's almost like a pod device in the instance or the style of you don't need to sit there and be taking rips, just back and forth, because one, your drip tip, your whole RDA is going to get really fucking hot unless you're running like a 0.8, which I will do. I'll kind of go over how to do like a 0.8 build, and that'll help you kind of get a little bit of a cooler vape. This is like a 200 watt vape basically, but it's running at 22 amps. So it's 22 amps. So it's 22 amps per battery. So it's still relatively safe. 30Ts, they're a 30 amp battery, continuous rate output. So the mod itself probably won't get too hot, but the RDA will, because you're pushing out a lot of heat. And it supplies the power for, it's meant for big, chunky builds. I mean, these are the only type of builds that you should be using in a device like this. I mean, unless you have some super high ohm aliens, something like 0.6 ohm aliens, or even like 0.55 ohm aliens, which, more metal, but overall, you need to use big, chunky builds that are high ohm, 0.55 ohm, or above. Now, you can run like a 1 ohm build, which, that would be like a 60 to 80 watt, vape, which it would still be, comfortable and safe to vape, but this is a device meant for people that are chasing clouds. They're looking to smoke out a room and just kind of have fun with it. It's not an all-day vape thing. It's not I'm going to, bring this into work and just be fucking chucking clouds, because it's nobody's business. But, it's the same body design as the Stormbreaker. The engraving is a little bit different. I know the light can't really bring it out, but it's kind of like I don't know how you would describe it, but the text is different, but it's still a really nice inlay. The black and blue, I think, looks really pretty. Definitely a really, really sexy kind of color. And on any and all mechanical mods, do not use sub-ohm tanks. Do not use anything, that does not have an adjustable 510 pin. Both these mods actually have adjustable 510 spring-loaded pins. I did have to do a couple little adjustments in order to make sure there was proper contact with the 510 of the atomizer, the mod. But I cannot stress enough how important it is to understand your battery safety and your Ohm's law when it comes to running a device like this. This isn't a device that anybody should ever even try if you're just beginning. Even if an experienced vapor has a proper build in it, you still really shouldn't even try it. Simply just due to the fact that it's a lot of vapor. It's something you're not going to be used to. Give it a couple months, become experienced, and understand a single battery mechanical mod. And then eventually, after a couple months of that, work into a series build. A 0.35 to a 0.6. Get comfortable with that and how that vapes. And then eventually work your way up to something such as this. Even with the build that I have in here, it needs, I could definitely still bring it up to like a 0.6 to a 0.7. But it's a big mod, it's a powerful mod, and if you don't understand what you're doing, all you're going to be doing is asking for trouble. Like, I can't stress it enough. Please understand Ohm's law. Please understand your battery safety before you purchase this mod. I've been working with mechanical mods for at least a year now. Running both stacked and just single battery mechanical mods. And this is definitely it's definitely a treat, and it's definitely something to explore and understand a really good build for. But this is not something for someone that bought their first mechanical mod, a month ago. and are vaping 0.15 builds, that would fry the internals basically of those of the contacts, and you're just asking for trouble. It's not meant for huge, unless you have like a 0.8 build in here. You're not going to be able to take super long pulls because it's a hot vape, and plus, especially like on this RDA, the top cap gets fairly warm after 3 or 4 pulls. But overall, would I recommend it for an experienced builder, for someone that enjoys, series style devices? Yes. If you like series builds, if you like, series devices, definitely pick it up. It's an excellent toy to have, but it's not a toy for a beginner. This is I shouldn't even use the word toy. This is a device meant for experienced users only, for people that want to be chucking clouds and having fun within a safe manner. So yeah, if you've watched the Stormbreaker or the Stormbreaker review, it is essentially the same thing, except it runs in series instead of parallel. If you like the review, comment, like, just let me know. If it's something you don't like, let me know. Constantly trying to work on my process to make sure that I can produce quality videos. I don't really have a computer to do any editing or anything special. I don't have special introductions. But with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until then, I will see you next time. Peace.